Coinbase is like a $35 billion company.
Oh, absolutely.
And Ripple has hardly moved.
Listen, if anything, being sued by the SEC is usually an indicator of future value. I mean, they've battled Amazon, they've battled Google,
Tesla,
Microsoft,
obviously Tesla, Microsoft,
Apple.
You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
If you got a bag, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon O'Clock News. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra bullishness. Go ahead, throw on those shades, buckle up, and let's go full speed, full throttle into the cryptoverse. Total global cryptocurrency market cap up 1%, 1.9 trillion. XRP sliding down to the number 8 spot, 65 cents. Fire sell down about 14.4% in the past 7 days, down about 1.8% in the past 24 hours. BTC 39K, ETH 2900. James K. Philon, below is the Mark Cuban and Elon Musk amicus brief challenging the SEC's enforcement of gag orders against defendants who settle with the SEC. This is worth reading if you want to understand how the SEC operates. The SEC enforcement wants to use cases they win as a precedent, but cases they lose, they want them silenced. This changes precedent and prevents investors from learning from them. Why, Gary Gensler? I thought you were bringing fairness and justice. You can change this. Drain the swamp. Free the standard. Great discussion about Ripple valuation. Link to pay attention, folks.
I look at the valuation of Coinbase, which is the only digital asset company in the public market today, although there should be a couple more coming later this year. But and I compare that to Ripple, and that's the other thing that I find persuasive, right? Ripple is so its valuation has been so repressed. I mean, people forget that at the time that Ripple achieved their $10 billion valuation on that Series C, that Coinbase had just completed a round that valued them at $8 billion. Wow. Less, meaning they were valued less in the private market than Ripple was. Today, even at the reduced prices, right, in the bear market that we're in, Coinbase is like a $35 billion company.
Oh, absolutely.
And Ripple has hardly moved.
Listen, if anything, being sued by the SEC is usually an indicator of future value. I mean, they've battled Amazon, they've battled Google,
Tesla,
Microsoft,
obviously Tesla, Microsoft,
Apple,
all of them. I agree. It's almost like a badge of honor.
It's really just a tax, John. It's just a tax.
They recognize the most disruptive technology and they tax it. You got to come in and pay your tax before you're going to be blessed, to move on. But the other thing to look at it from a Ripple's perspective is take worst case scenario. All right, let's just take the absolute worst case scenario. Judge says XRP is an investment contract with Ripple, and she doesn't distinguish between, secondary market. We just have that testimony. Does that mean Ripple goes out of business? No. All right, the Ripples could still sell to accredited investors. They just have to comply with those things. All I'm saying is that would it be a hit? Sure. But would it mean that they go from a $15 billion company to a $5 billion company? No.
No. That would probably...
XRP, what's XRP's future value with all the manipulation? What's XRP's real future value? Why are they holding it back? Disruptive technologies, they either tax them or they silence them. The most disruptive technologies always get sued by regulators or they silence them, trying to protect the incumbents or to protect a specific technology supported by those same regulators and a select few. We are leading the enterprise blockchain company, period, full stop. Ripple is in position that I compare to Amazon, 1997, books to cross-border payments for Ripple. Know what you own, folks.
First of all, I appreciate you asking the question that way. A lot of people still conflate Ripple and XRP. Ripple is a company of which I'm the CEO. XRP is an open source technology that lots of people participate in. Ripple cares a lot about the XRP ecosystem, but there are a lot of people that do. Ripple, the way I would describe it is simply, we are the leading enterprise blockchain company, period, full stop. My viewpoint is there are lots of use cases for blockchain technologies in the enterprise. knowing how to sell into, knowing how to engage from a customer success point of view and get enterprises using blockchain technologies to improve the efficiency of lots of different kinds of transactions. We're just at the beginning of that journey. Ripple started with cross-border payments and selling into financial institutions. We now have hundreds of financial institutions. We've done millions and millions of transactions, billions and billions of dollars. But I do view it as an enterprise blockchain company as opposed to just payments. I was talking with a gentleman named Jose back here in the back about the ecosystem that Ripple's really creating around other enterprise use cases. And there's a lot going on. And I think Ripple is in a position that I compare to Amazon circa 1997, where Amazon at those age, which you and I will remember, it wasn't Amazon, it was Amazon Books. The name of the company was Amazon Books. And it competed with Borders and Barnes & Noble. Today, obviously, it does lots of things. I think of Ripple, our first vertical, the books is to cross-border payments for Ripple.
And for XRP, how would you say that?
Look, I mean, for me, we use XRP not just because we own a lot of it. We also use XRP because from a payments point of view, it's extremely fast. A transaction settles in 3 to 4 seconds. It's extremely inexpensive. You're talking about 1/1000th of a penny. And it scales very well. And so if you're talking about $120 trillion of cross-border payments, a lot of the different digital assets out there, that would be hard to use them for that use case.
First, we had the internet, Amazon, Google. Welcome to the internet of value, XRP, Ripple. Digital asset investor, you don't say. So far, we found 2 short sellers of XRP right around the time ETH was getting its free pass. Those would be Novogratz and Multicoin Cap. On the hunt for the rest, Elon Musk. San Francisco office of the SEC were shameless puppets of the Wall Street short seller sharks, while doing nothing to protect the actual shareholders. That's why we lost all respect for them. John Deaton, imagine a certain companies or platforms trying to get through a 2.5-year SEC investigation. Hell, they can't even get past the team of internet sleuths, investigators, let alone surviving one with subpoena power. SEC investigated Ripple for 30 months, according to John Deaton, and was able to come up with 0 instances of fraud. When is the SEC going to investigate the ETH founders? I bet dimes to donuts, Novogratz style, that it would be much, much more interesting. The puppet masters don't want you with XRP.
I always go back to, people say to me, how could you invest in Ripple? And I use this lawsuit as an example why, right? Because we know that for 30 months, they looked at these guys and they investigated them. They were turned over every transaction that Garlinghouse and Larson made and every transaction Ripple made between 2013 and 2020. And after 2.5 years, they didn't come up with one claim of fraud or misrepresentation. Now, I'm just saying is that how many other platforms could you say for sure there wouldn't be some allegation? And people say, well, you don't know that for sure. And I'm saying, if you're going to drop a lawsuit against them and you can claim fraud, you're going.
That's the first thing on your list.
Because that's the hammer. You're talking about criminal penalties. You're talking about, all kinds of punishment. And if they had that kind of hammer, they would have done it. And they didn't. And so to me, that gives you at least some confidence that the company's being above and beyond, you know what I mean?
Crypto Eddie, the new XRP-backed investment product for retail investors and institutions in Europe, went live 3 days ago. More in today's video, Crypto Eddie. Here are the most popular currencies in South Korea. The 5 most preferred digital assets by South Korean investors: BTC, XRP, ETH, Cardano, Doge. XRP leads the way. Native token of Ripple, XRP, ranks second with around 4.8 billion distributed in it. And while the USA lags behind the rest of the world, South Korea and the 1% diamond hands loading up on those generational wealth bags. BTC, 5 billion, XRP's coming. James Rule XRP, Central Banks and Digital Currencies in Person seminar, register here. We got Susan Friedman of Ripple, Visa, Bank of England. All roads lead to the bridge asset, the interoperable one. Do the math, these bastards are making a killing off your money. Top paying wirehouses. Total base 2017 compensation for advisors who sell 2 million of goods and services. Do the math, these bastards are making a killing off your money. BYOB, be your own bank. Songbird community, wow, connect everything. Flare Networks is very excited to announce we're building a Bitcoin bridge for Algorand, safely delivering Bitcoin to Algorand, engineering BTC-F asset, integrating consensus to enhance bridge security, and receiving a 7-figure super grant. Flare Networks, XRP, connect everything. Whatever it is, it's gonna need a bridge. Mr. Intuitive, dear Uphold, do you want these fees? We want that XLM.
Dear Uphold, you keep making me buy XLM on other platforms. Why can't you just let me send it to my cold storage? How hard is that?
Uphold says, we hear you. Moving the currency from our tier system takes some restructuring to do. The interest for these upgrades, we can definitely see it. We'll keep you posted if and when we will be moving an asset to tier 3. Look out for updates on social channels. James Roy XRP, don't believe everything you receive in your email. You will lose everything. Be safe out there. Watch out for the scams. They want those bags. We require all users to verify their wallets in order to comply with KYC regulations. This must be done by, as regulated financial service company. We require all customers to verify their wallets to continue using our service. Don't input your private keys. They will snatch up those bags. I bought XRP as an American investor, Crypto Bull 2020, as I believe in the use case. The SEC then sued Ripple while giving a free pass to its competitors while they shorted XRP at the same time with insider info, insider trading. Hundreds of thousands of investors are still hurt as Gary Gensler continues to protect the crooks inside his agency. But once we drain that swamp, and if you're loading up, the longer they take, the more bags we load up on, the more generational wealth created. It's been a pleasure getting to know all of you. I'll leave this right here. Let fate take the rest. XRP versus BTC. Have we hit that bottom here versus BTC? And this XRP about to take flight and melt off some faces. XRP versus BTC here. You can see the previous bull run, these 2 major moonshot pushes here. Also, we're getting ready to overlap the previous cycle of about 4.5 years here. Currently, we're at about 1,573 days into our current cycle. The previous cycle was about 1,610 days. We're coming to steal the show, bags packed, locked and loaded. With that being said, in the times where there's a lot of FUD in the market, let us remind ourselves of the supposed glitches, or what we really like to call a test or a sneak peek behind the garden walls. XRP, we're coming for that top spot. This is not a glitch. This is just a test. And once the SEC falls and XRP is the only cryptocurrency with clarity, the rest of the cryptos will have to follow suit. XRP will be the new king, the king of utility. Load up while you still have some time. XRP, fire sell, 65 cents. I am the XRP Bagman Commander, currently up here on the mothership, stuffing some bags and enjoying the show. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, smashing those likes for some more Moon O'Clock News. Hope y'all continue to stay extra bullish out there. Continue holding those good vibes. Remember to sell the FUD, buy up that bag, and don't forget to spread that liquid love. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to drop a subscribe, drop a comment down below, and we'll catch you up here on the mothership for the moon party, BYOB, and we'll see you at the top. Peace out, Crypto Ghost.
We knew it would happen and we told you. We told you. We told you. We knew it would happen and we told you. We told you. We told you. We knew it would happen and we told you. We told you. We told you. I told my boss I put my 2 weeks on feeling bullish. Never coming back, I got gains, I'm doing it, I'm through with this. I started saving up and I started getting bags, now I'm stupid rich. I'm stupid rich. CNBC, CNN said we hooligans. Who was them? Another party on the moon again.